There's a lot of people out there frustrated with Excel, but the truth is, you're not bad at Excel, you just don't know your Excel personality. There's only 4 things you do in Excel: data management, data analysis, modeling, and automation. But behind each of these lies a kind of personality, a natural way you approach spreadsheets. And behind each one, there's strengths, there's blind spots, and there's a clear path for getting better at Excel. So what's your Excel personality? 1. The data manager. You bring order to chaos. The data manager is great at tidying up and structuring data, whether it's files in folders or columns in tables in Excel. You keep everything tidy and consistent. You might be doing this within the spreadsheet or using tools such as Power Query to collate data sets. Now, don't get me wrong, data management is incredibly important. If I could only pick one Excel personality, it would be data management, because the structure of data determines everything. Now, as with all the Excel personalities, the data manager does have some blind spots, and perhaps you spend a bit too much time just organizing data. It's great to retain that overview, but sometimes we need to get into Excel, do some quick and dirty Excel work, get into the nuts and bolts of Excel formulae in order to get some insights from data. So the obvious growth path for the data manager is to move on from just organizing data to analyzing and perhaps modeling it too. 2. The data analyst. You turn numbers into meaning. The data analyst loves applying things like formulae and pivot tables to data sets to understand what's going on. Yes, if like me, you love a beautiful Excel chart, you probably have the data analyst personality. They're curious about data, digging into data to get insights, and capable of really impactful outputs such as dashboards. And critically, they appreciate the visual side of things, which, as we're going to see, is something the other Excel personalities can lack. In terms of blind spots, the data analyst loves curated, static data that's kind of easy to dig into. But the truth is, these days, how much data is actually clean? Often data cleansing is required, and data sets change very quickly. So the challenge for the data analyst is to move on to creating solutions that do a bit of that data cleansing, and solutions that can handle changing business circumstances over time. If the idea of the 4 Excel personalities is resonating with you, I've set out the salient details in a free PDF for you to download, links below. 3. The modeler, the master of logic. The modeler's defining characteristic is seeing how things connect. If you need a complicated financial projection building for your company, yes, you need a modeler. Now, watching a modeler build a complicated Excel formula is like poetry in motion. Why? Because they see those connections between the cells, the logic, so easily. It's like second nature to the modeler. So what about the blind spots? Well, the truth is, you might never meet a modeler in your career. Yes, that's because they have a reputation for being in their own ivory towers and producing work that's kind of impenetrable, very difficult for other people to understand. And modelers sometimes struggle to interact with professionals to gather the logic they need to put into their models. So what's the challenge for modelers? It's really to open up your work. Open up your work in Excel, make the spreadsheets easier to understand, but more importantly, consider something different. What about graphical support for your work? I find people respond really well to things like logic models and dependency diagrams. Remember, real-world application is what really matters, and the data analyst could help you with this kind of thing. Welcome to the year of your Excel success, but this isn't really about Excel, it's about you. Each month we build one skill step by step, no overwhelm, just steady progress with me and people like you. Because when you put your energy into the right skills, when your ladder is leaning against the right wall, everything gets easier, your work gets clearer, your confidence grows. So join the next live session and make this year the year you finally feel in control of Excel and of your career. Click subscribe to join the journey, links below. 4. The Automator. You build machines that work for you. Now, I'm definitely an automator myself. So what are the strengths of the automator? Well, the automator is great at creating solutions to manual processes using VBA, Office Script, or things like Power Automate. The automator is good at appreciating people's pain points and creating automations that save organizations time and money. As such, they can be real assets. In terms of blind spots, the automator's solutions can feel like magic to others, which is great, but they're very black box. They're very difficult for other people to understand, let alone fix and tweak and adjust over time themselves. And the automator often struggles with the structural aspect of situations. So yes, it's amazing. You can move data from one file to another on SharePoint at the click of a button, but do we even need two files? If we fix the structure, maybe we'd need less automation. So for the automator, could you talk to the data manager and understand the structure of situations better? Could you talk to the data analyst and better document and visualize your work for other people to understand? So which Excel personality are you? Data manager, data analyst, modeler, or automator? I would love to hear in the comments. And personally, I found owning my own Excel personality, leaning into my strengths, and then having a clear path for improvement and connecting with other people who might help me improve. That really helps my career. I hope it helps yours too. So today we've learned about the 4 Excel personalities. If you're following the year of your Excel success, don't forget to subscribe. The next video to watch is right here.